Hello, Leo. Wow, I just got so excited with that one. Great energy today. I'm really excited to do this reading. Maybe because I'm a Leo as well. So welcome, fellow Leos. This is your reading for your sun, moon, or rising. We're going to really just jump right in because the energy is great. I will be laying down the first layer of your cards in fast forward, and then when I come back on, we will decode them and clarify them with another deck in case the same card wants to come out multiple times to really clarify. I might pull a charm and a rune as well. The only thing that I like to say when I'm opening my reading is just the more cards that come out, the more the reading can change or be clear. So just hang in there. And I title these with intention. So if you were drawn here, then there's a message here for you. So just realize that the messages can, we get some cards out and then all of a sudden, holy moly, this is what it means, like so. All right, let's get started. Okay, Leo. So you have the rune that represents being a warrior. It represents having passion and courage. Under the deck, right here, we had strength. That's that card that represents Leo for courage. We also got the charm for path. So there is a new road ahead, maybe a change in directions. Maybe there's multiple opportunities. There's definitely opportunities or a choice because we have the heart of the reading. The very first card out is the Two of Swords. So in the recent past, there has been victory, public recognition, and a celebration. So possibly you've just recently maybe got a promotion or got the job that you wanted. There was reason to celebrate. Something good just happened and there was victory in that. But that could be leading to a decision. Maybe you got a job, but it's going to cause you to have to move or something. They're having the rune, the warrior rune, needing to be courageous. We have, we're carrying this heavy burden over here. And it looks like there is a battle. There is an imbalance here with this Five of Swords, where it's the energy of like needing to win at all costs. You might be up against somebody that's in that energy, or maybe you need to win. The Page of Wands was under the deck up here as well. So I'm not surprised that he actually came out. The pages are the ones that grab the ace. So this means you had a spark of inspiration and you grabbed it. The very center of your reading is two beautiful cards. We have the Happily Ever After card, 10 of Cups, with Temperance. And this kind of was the energy that I was feeling before the reading. Just absolutely beautiful for that to be in the center of your reading and just coming off a victory. So it's just about working out the kinks. All of the surrounding cards, except for the King or the Page of Wands, this is strife. This is a difficult decision. This is a heavy burden. This is needing to fight for something or feeling defensive. Even this can be the feeling that we need to protect ourselves, or a greedy feeling. And then this is, this actually was under the deck up here as well. Or actually this was under the deck here. So this was like a stingy feeling. So there's some kinks that need to be worked out. However, there's another page, or we have a knight actually. So a knight coming in. Ooh, and then the King of Cups underneath. So we have the knight, the King of Cups, and an Ace of Cups. And the page after that grabbing that cup. So there is definitely another offer coming in with the knight, bringing that in, and maybe making an offer to where you're going to accept that. So that could be where the new path comes, the new decision. This is the rune, and this is a charm that I have to represent a new road or a new path. I was looking in here because I knew I had one that I represented for the snake as well, but this is the one that I represent for the snake. So I wanted to make sure that I was delivering the right message for the right charm. I want to point out here on the Temperance card, you know, you may know that Temperance talks about moderation and healing and possibly having patience, things of that nature, tempering out the impurities. The angel on here also has the symbol for the sun. And this is showing that this angel of Temperance has foresight. They can see the bigger picture of the road ahead. So they can see what they need to do to get their happily ever after. So it's like you go from the Page of Wands to getting to drop the heavy burden because you can see exactly what you need to do. Another very prominent card under the deck during this was the King of Swords. And he sees things clearly and is very logical. The kings in tarot, they represent our masculine side and how we go about the world, the physical concrete world, how we navigate the 3D, okay? So you're navigating very clear. Even though you're not wanting to maybe make some of the tough decisions, that sort of thing, there's a little kinks that need to be worked out. You're seeing very clearly what you want, what your happily ever after is, and how to get there. So you're literally skipping a big battle that we usually need to go through, which is, you know, that wounded warrior, those 9 battles, that 9 of Wands. You're grabbing this inspiration and going to be able to drop a heavy burden during the month of December. Over here, it's almost like you're taking only what you need. This card can be a couple different things. And in this, I will clarify, but in this, I'm seeing it as more of a protection, because we have this that came out with this over here too. I feel like you're carefully looking at the details, protecting yourself. This is a protection. It doesn't have to be a stingy energy where we're protecting what we have, because we don't want to have, you know, loss of finances, things of that nature. And then you have justice with it. These came out together. So I feel like that also is a protection. Maybe there's you're taking out legalities to protect what you have. However, I'm looking at this as you can see so much of how to make this happen that you're only taking what you need and really simplifying things down. And then we have this here. I feel like you're realizing this is worth fighting for, and maybe that's why you know, we have this, you know, you're putting in the extra steps to really protect whatever this 10 of Cups is to you. Let's go ahead and get another deck and clarify. Okay. I don't know if you saw right when I opened the reading, I split the deck right at the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands, technically in a lot of decks, is the Aries, but hey, I'm a Leo, and I don't always want to show up as the King of Wands. I want to be the Queen sometimes. As far as, you know, the King and Queens, they in tarot, the Queen represents our feminine side and the King represents our masculine side. The King is the one who, you know, gets things done in the concrete world. He's the, you know, the one that kind of is the front man, and the Queen is the one kind of doing the internal work of how we perceive the world around us and our intuition and all of that. So, all right, let's go ahead. Right out the gate, the Two of Swords. Let's clarify that. Another choice, a Lovers and a Death. Okay, so something, there's a choice that needs to be made where something needs to come to an end. Lovers doesn't have to be about a romantic relationship. Lovers card is usually about a choice or an ultimatum at a crossroads. And we have a choice that's hard to make right here. So this is showing that you need to clear out something. There's a choice that needs to be made in order to let what is no longer working, no longer serving you. Oh, wow. And then we have that Seven of Swords again. So a lot of times the Seven of Swords, so this is saying here, this is kind of the Golden Dawn titles on these cards. This says unstable effort. So instead of this being you taking only what you need, like a survival card, I think this could be more so because we're ignoring this decision that needs to be made, or clearing out whatever this is, setting the ultimatum or whatever we need to do. It's causing this conflict. So it's making things unstable and giving us the imbalance. So the Seven of Swords comes up a lot when we are hindering or hurting ourselves. We're hindering our own future by not taking the big steps that we need to take, or the hard steps, you know, taking off the blindfold and seeing what we need to do. Okay, so dropping the heavy burden, we've got to, you know, not hinder our future. We're trying to protect ourselves, and we want it to be fair. So maybe we, you know, a lot of times with the Two of Swords, it's like we don't want to make the decision because it's going to hurt somebody else. It's going to hurt somebody else's feelings, or, you know, feeling like we're worried so much about their path and what it's going to do to them. But in the end, the Two of Swords is always telling us that we have to choose our truth and our path and what's best for us. Otherwise, we're just delaying the inevitable. Okay, so let's see what the Page of Wands is. Let's clarify this over here. So you're showing up in your feminine as the Queen of Pentacles here. So that's being very logical, or I'm sorry, not logical, but she is very practical. She is also nurturing. She can be like the working mother, caring for others, that sort of thing. She is, so by being practical, but wanting stability. What do we have under here? The Magician. So this could be the final, you know, when we get the Magician, that's telling us that we have all the resources that we need to make happen what we're trying to do. So by being in your Queen of Pentacles, your feminine who is very practical, you are able to grab your wand and start manifesting your happily ever after here. Usually the wands represent our passionate side, that spark of inspiration, all of that. So maybe what inspires the Queen of Pentacles is practical things. She, like I said, she a lot of times is represented as like the working mother. She is very, very much the wifey material. So being in that energy could have sparked something, and now you have all the resources. You know, maybe coming from that Queen's energy, you're able to go, oh, okay, this is what I'm going for. You know, I want my happily ever after. And by grabbing that wand, you have all 10, you're able to drop the heavy burden. Let's clarify the 7 of Wands, or 7 of Swords here. Woo. And there it is, you guys. I mean, you can't make this up. This is what's, so by not making that decision, by keeping the blindfold on, it is hindering and making things harder. So that's the same card up here, the 2 of Swords, as what, I mean, it's basically what we were just saying, but it's the cards that want to come and show us once again, wow, and there's the Tower moment. I like the Tower card in the sense of what is not stable and what is not meant for you will eventually come down, so that you can rebuild something stable and, you know, all of that. So I feel like the longer you ignore this, the more chaotic it could get. So I'm not sure what the ultimatum is. If this is partnership related to you, you have to take it how it resonates for you. But with the Death card, the Lovers card, and the 2 of Swords, there is definitely a decision to maybe cut a partnership out, you know, make a decision, something. And maybe that needs to happen so that this new offer can come in, you guys. Justice and the 4 of Pentacles. I don't like to make the readings about all relationship-y. So, oh my gosh, you can't do, you just, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking this was Justice because of the scales. So this is the 6 of Pentacles, which does make sense. Because we are, it's almost like these 2 cards put together here. You know, as you can see, there's a balance with the Pentacles. So we have Pentacles, what we're holding on to. We're trying to protect our Pentacles, and then we have the Justice card. So we need balance with our finances, and that's what this is. This is an equal give and take. You can only give from your excess. You know, if your cup is only half full or your pocketbook is only half full, you can't help others until you are in the position, you know, till you have an overflow. And this also is the card of, you know, when you need to accept help, to be in that healthy mindset of realizing, okay, maybe I can't do this on my own. Let me, you know, if someone's willing to come in and help me see what I need to see, but I think you're seeing clearly. So this is showing that things are going to balance out for you, that you're going to be at your 6 of Pentacles, which would mean you'll get to a place where you can help others. Oh my gosh. And then under the deck is the Star card. So absolutely, this is about a healing. Things are going to balance out. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands. Okay. Wow. What's under the deck? The Empress, abundance. She is also the mother energy. And, you know, that's divine feminine right there. So we have oh, I'm sitting here thinking this is the Seven of Cups because of the way it's laid out. This is the Nine of Cups and the World with the Empress under the deck. This is representing abundance. You're fighting for your success and your dream. This is the Nine of Cups is amazing because it's where we need to be before we get to our 10 of Cups. Wow, you really can see what you got to do because we have the World card. So this means that you're going to get there and complete that cycle. You're going to get to your Nine of Cups and you're fighting for it. Wow. So you really are going to make this decision. You're going to, you know, take the blinders off and, okay, I got to cut this out, whatever that is. Yeah, because you have the warrior, you have the courage and the warrior rune. You see the path that you need to take. See how it all just, it all comes together and it's just like, and it's always about the time I get to this bottom card where I clarify it and then it's just like, bam, in your face. Two major arcana cards. The Empress is all about abundance. And she is like the nurturing, she's represents fertility, and that's why it's about abundance and growth, because she's pregnant. So that means something new coming in, this new path. So being in your Queen of Pentacles makes sense of that mothering energy that you need to be in. Then we have the Nine of Cups is where we need to be. As you can see in the 10 of Cups, we're surrounded by family and we can share that with them. But before we can share that with them, we need to be complete and happy, and our cups are full all on our own. We're not relying on anybody else to bring us that happiness. So then in turn, we're graduating that cycle and we get to level up. You're fighting for your 10 of Cups and oh my gosh, you're getting it. Look at this. And then here comes your 10th cup. I mean, this is incredible. Oh my gosh. I'm getting teary-eyed just for I love it when this is good. I knew right off the bat, I was just like so excited. I was like, I could feel this, to have that right there in the center. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm excited because I'm a Leo too. So, hey. Absolutely. I guess I just want to recap. So, you know, in the recent past or coming up very soon for you, there is going to be victory, a reason to celebrate. You know, their cups are in the air and they're celebrating this victory. You know, you're riding in victoriously on your horse. So something is happening to where, you know, you're getting the job or you're passing the test or however that, you know, correlates to your life. And that could even be connected to, but doesn't have to be, what is going to kind of change directions in this whole new path. The only thing is that we have to be our own warrior. We have to have the courage to do the work, as far as, you know, maybe taking off the blinders and clearing out what's no longer serving us, so that we're not creating a tower moment down the way. We can, like, there's this new spark of inspiration that we are grabbing. And by doing that, we can kind of see the bigger picture. It's clear to us now what we truly want. You know, this is almost like sparking back that inspiration and that fire, because maybe we lost that, you know, with all of the stuff where we're in our head or there's this fighting going on. It's like this reignited, like, okay, I remember what this is all about, what I want. And by sparking that and having this foresight of, I know what I got to do now to get there, this might be your second round around about this, because you have such foresight, because you're able to see, I know how to do it now, sort of thing. You're able to drop the heavy burden right off the bat. Like, your only heavy burden in this is making this choice. And it's like you drop this heavy burden and then you go for it. You're like, okay, I'm going to take off the blindfold and I'm going to drop this because I have the willpower. I am a warrior. This is warrior, courage, and passion. It's like you keep remembering this spark, this passion, and that's what's firing that warrior in you to be able to go, I'm not going to steal from my future anymore. I don't want to, like, I can clearly see what I got to do, so I'm just going to do it. And that immediately protects the future and brings that balance. You're protected. The scales are balanced in your favor. And bam. Like, you fought for it. You're defending it. You're fighting for it. You knew how to get it. And you get it. I mean, these 4 cards right here are incredible. I mean, there's quite a bit of incredible cards. We even had, we have the Empress over here. We had the Star under the deck when we were clarifying. A big reading, a big December. Yes, and I love that the Leos are warriors this month. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. I get way too emotional during these. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up right now because I hear my kids coming in from the school bus. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you more than you know, by helping, liking and subscribing and all of that. That helps grow the channel. So with that, I will catch you in my next one.